my name is Haley. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So next week I am going on a trip to Florida with my family, so I need to pack. So I'm going to be bringing you guys along with me to pack my suitcase today. So I'm not checking any bags. I'm doing a carry-on roller like this, like it's a suitcase, and then I'm going to bring like a backpack. So I'm going to take you guys along with me while I am packing, and then I have some tips to offer for packing and just travel tips in general. And especially now with COVID, I have some like COVID specific, like what I would recommend doing at the airport, because I have flown one other time during the pandemic, and I was very prepared. I was very well protected, so I wanted to let you guys know what I did there. So, yeah, let's get started. Alrighty, so my first tip and trick that I'm going to offer is to pick out the clothes you're going to bring and lay them out. I always like to start with clothes just because it's like easy. That's kind of like the first thing you think of when packing. So I like to pack or lay out my clothes and pick out what I'm going to wear and lay it out so I can see it. And sometimes if I haven't worn this combination in a while, I might even decide to try it on before so I know exactly what I'm going to be wearing. My second tip is to honestly just pack a variety. So these are my more like, not formal, but not super like workout casual, but just like medium clothes. So now I just laid out like my extra casual, like workout. I might use these as pajamas. Just like super casual. Not like everyday, like I said, like workout or pajama clothes. So then I laid out, I'm only bringing one. It's not formal, but it's more dressy in case we go out to eat or something. So I recommend, even if you don't think you might be going out, just bringing one, at least one kind of like dressier piece of clothing, just in case. You never know, something might pop up. So this is what I'm bringing for that. So now I just laid out everything. I'm not going to show it all, I kind of balled it up, but I have here like swimsuit, socks, underwear, bras, stuff like that. Obviously necessities, but you got to make sure you pack them, because I've forgotten things like this before, and it is a pain having to go to the store and pick up something. But so I laid this all out. So this laying out thing, this works for me because that way I don't overpack or underpack. This way I can, like, in my mind label, like, okay, this is Monday, this is Tuesday, this is Wednesday, and I just think it helps me to bring the right amount of clothes, so I'm not bringing so much and I'm not going to be bringing too little. I am packing a little on the lighter side because just in case the house we're staying at does have laundry, so should I need to do some laundry, I will be able to do that. So, alright, so I know you guys can't see me, but you can see the suitcase, so you can see how I'm doing this. So now starts the actual packing. So I start by taking, usually like shorts are bulkier, so I will take them and I will roll each one. I'm sure you guys have heard that before. It's a pretty common travel tip to like fold it in half and then roll it. It's a huge space saver, and it also helps like reduce wrinkles in the clothes while they're packed. So I always do this. I think it's a great method. So I'm just going to go ahead and roll up all the shorts and put them next to each other. Great, so I have all my shorts rolled and they're kind of in this corner. Also, a method that I kind of sometimes stick to, sometimes I don't, is to kind of split it into four like quadrants and say, okay, I can fill up my shorts with this one and my tops with this one and my socks with this one and whatnot. And that's a huge help when it comes to like mental, like, oh my gosh, can I even fit everything in here? If you tell yourself that you have four quadrants, that you have to stick with shorts in this corner, then it's a lot easier, and it can help you have the mindset that you need to pack them maybe a little tighter or whatever. So now it's time for the shirts. I do the same thing. I fold them like the ends in, and then I roll from the top And I'm just going to roll it just like I did the shorts. And it is going to go in the opposite corner as the shorts. And this also, so this includes, so far I've done my clothing and my pajamas, and my swimsuit and stuff. So that's what I've started with, and then I'll move on to like other necessities, like how I pack toiletries and how I pack like my laptop and stuff like that. I will go into that after I am done packing my clothes. So I've done my shorts, everything's kind of rolled. I have a little spot right here in the middle of my shorts and shirt that I am going to put my dress in. So I'm also going to roll that. I roll like everything basically except my socks and stuff. So I'm going to fit that right there in the middle. So now I have this space on the side where I'm going to fill with other things such as like socks and my swimsuit and whatnot. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Okay, so now the top is packed, at least this side. I have a whole other compartment over here that I will probably use for shoes. I'm not going to be wearing tons of shoes. I'm gonna wear my sneakers to the airport, and then I'll bring a pair of slides, and then my mom has flip-flops for me in Florida. So I'm really only the thing I'm going to be packing is my slides, so I'm not too worried about fitting those in. And I'm just going to put those here in this side pocket. It's kind of like netted and it'll just keep them contained. So I am going to go do that. And then I will start packing my toiletries. I will probably also put my toiletries, what I can fit, in this bag. Now I don't have to bring like shampoo and conditioner and stuff. We have all that down there. So I am probably going to fit the toiletries that I can in here. And if anything doesn't fit, I will put it in my backpack. So okay, so I am back. I have my slides here. So like I said, I'm just going to put these in this pocket. So I have here my toiletries bag. So it is a really good bag. It has 2 zippers, so it has 2 compartments. So I don't need a lot of stuff for toiletries because a lot of it we have down there, like shampoo, conditioner, and body wash, and like toothpaste. That's all down there. So really I brought... for toiletries, I brought my deodorant. I brought a small perfume under 3 ounces because you can't bring anything over 3 ounces when you're not checking a bag. I brought a toothbrush, didn't bring toothpaste, a hairbrush, a comb, and that's honestly about it, I think, because everything else, like hair products and whatnot, I can't bring it unless I were to put it in a smaller container, which I don't really feel it's necessary for me, at least, because I'm not going to be gone that long. And my hair can go a couple days without, you know, whatever. So, oh, I also brought my facial moisturizer in here, though. And then the other compartment has just a couple pieces of makeup, nothing too crazy. I don't need it. But, like some concealer and a mascara and a couple other things in there. So this is handy, and I love how it has 2 compartments, and it just works out very well. And actually, this is going to fit right in with my shoes. So, okay, so that fits there, and that should close just fine. So then the last thing in terms of like bathroom stuff, I have a curling wand that I use sometimes, and I don't know if I'll need it, but if I do, it's nice to have. Just going to set that right on top. It's fine how it is. And so, yeah, I'm trying to think. That is all that's going to go in this suitcase, so I'm going to flip everything in, all the tags and whatnot, and I am going to zip it up, and that is this suitcase. So the first thing I want to talk about is laptops. make sure they're easily accessible because you have to take them out when you're going through airport security. You have to put them in the bins if it's like an electronic or anything. And I've been at the airport and they've had to do like a whole search on me because I didn't know that you had to take the laptop out, and they had to like scan it, and it was just a disaster, and it put me way behind. So there, I like to keep my laptop, especially it's handy if you have a backpack like this where it has a zillion pockets. There's one big one in the back, and I just slide my laptop right in there. Nothing else goes in there. Nothing else is going to cover it. That way it's easy, and I can just take it out and put it in the bin when I need to. So I'm going to put that in. And then the other thing is, remember your chargers. I am not packing them right now because I still need them for a day or two. But yeah, so just remember to pack all your chargers. Something that we used to do, if you're traveling as like a family, we would have one like designated electronic bag where we put everybody's laptops, everybody's chargers. And that just keeps it all handy, and I think that's a really good idea if you need, so it's all accessible. And obviously you can keep an eye on that one bag because that's a really important bag rather than worrying about everything everywhere. So I just really like that tip. That's something we've always done in my family, but I am traveling alone this time, so yeah, I just put my laptop in there, and then do not forget the chargers. I am also packing my Switch, so I have it in its carrying case. I'm not sure, I haven't decided if I'm going to bring the whole dock and like set up yet. Probably not, to be honest. But again, remember the charger for that and everything. So, oops, okay, I have my laptop pocket zipped up. This pocket opens all the way, like that. So it's really nice and handy, but I don't need that right now. So I'm just going to toss my Switch in there. And also needed to bring a couple things. My mom, a couple things are not fitting in her bag, and I have to bring them. So I'm going to pack a couple of those things, just some of my mom's stuff, and I will be back. This is small, but it is important, especially right now. I just make sure to always have a hand sanitizer. I will probably also keep one in my purse. And, oh, that's another tip. When you're packing like a backpack or a carry-on, you have to check and see if the airline you're flying with will allow you to have a personal item, such as like a purse or like a wallet or anything that you can carry outside of your carry-on. Otherwise, you're going to have to leave space in your carry-on to like fit your purse in or fit whatever in like a briefcase or whatever. You're going to have to make sure you save space. Because if they don't allow you to have a carry-on and a personal item, you are going to be stuck, and you're going to have to move things around until you can fit your purse or whatever. So the other thing I want to mention is like jewelry. I don't really wear jewelry, but if you do, make sure you pack that. I honestly like to keep that in my like backpack, or I would if I were going to be bringing some, because it's like on my person more. I know it's safe. And yeah, that's just another thing. If it's valuable or like you couldn't afford to lose it or whatever, keep it in like on your person. So like this is the backpack, this is going to be on me at all times. The suitcase, I'll be rolling it. I don't know if something happens, whatever. But airports can be sketchy, and so if you have something that's very important to you or very valuable, then you need to make sure to keep it on your person. And also, like, if you have a purse, keep it in front of you like a crossbody. Don't leave it behind you. Just little, like, safety stuff. So, yeah. I'm also bringing my camera. I'm obviously filming on it right now, but this is the case, so I'll be bringing it in here. And another thing is, yes, bring your chargers, but try to make sure before you leave everything is fully charged. So, like, I'll make sure my camera and my phone and my laptop are all fully charged before I go to the airport, because you know, if you need it on the plane and there's no place to charge or anything like that, it's just best to be prepared and make sure you have everything. The next thing I am packing are just like house slippers. I don't know if they would have fit in my suitcase, but just to wear around the house while we're there. Yep. And then this one is kind of weird, kind of strange, but I just think it's very important that if you don't normally carry pens on you, keep a pen or a pencil or something to write with, because I don't know how many times, and it's for the most random things that you just need it and they don't have it, or some places right now aren't offering them. You have to have your own because of COVID. So I always, this is just like in general, no matter where you go, I keep one in my car, my purse. I'm going to put one in my carry-on bag. Just have pens. Okay, so that is what I packed in my bag, my suitcase, and my backpack. My backpack is pretty empty right now. I did not pack a whole lot, and I honestly thought I would need more, but it's still a couple days until my trip, so that's actually kind of good, because should I need to think of more things, or should my mom need me to bring anything else, I have plenty of space in my backpack that I would be able to fit that. So that is actually pretty good. And yeah, I don't think I overpacked. I don't think I underpacked. I think I have enough. But now I just wanted to kind of move on to some like traveling tips in general. This one is obvious, but get to the airport like an hour and a half, 2 hours before your flight. There could be problems. There could be issues with security. They might need to conduct an extra search if there's something that you didn't know you weren't supposed to have. There's just so many things that could set you back, and there's so many things that could cause you to miss your flight, and they're not going to wait for you. So always make sure to get there early. This is only my second time actually traveling alone, or maybe third, that I needed to keep in mind to get there early. Also parking, either find somebody to drive you. I'm going to have my dad drive me, or Uber, because parking is so expensive at the airport, and you have to make sure, like, the last time my dad drove me to the airport, he parked. You have to make sure it's somewhere you can park and you're not going to get fined for it. And if it's just for a short amount of time or whatever, just be mindful of that. And also bring your own food. Airport food is so expensive. I paid like $12 for a 6-inch Subway sandwich last time I was there, which is absolutely crazy. So yeah, bring your own food, and also remember your ID. I totally forgot my driver's license last time I was flying, and it resulted in me having to come back home, missed my flight, had to pray that there was a flight later in the day, and was on like a waiting list kind of thing, and I did end up getting on a flight later that day, thankfully. But yeah, bring your ID, because they won't let you on the plane without it. Also, like, check in before your, I don't know, some airlines require you to, like, check in to your seat. If you can do that mobily, like on your phone, do that ahead of time so you're just ready when you get there and you can just be set and be all checked in and everything. Plus, it gets you better seats. And then, so now I just kind of wanted to talk about, like, traveling during COVID and some of the guidelines that my mom actually came up with most of these. So these are just like my tips and tricks. So the first thing is to always bring, like, not the whole canister of wipes, but like a little sandwich bag, and put like 10 or 12 disinfectant Clorox wipes in there. And while you're waiting at the terminal, waiting to get onto the plane, wipe down the seat. When you're on the plane, if the seats are leather, wipe them down. If they're cloth, then wipe down like the handles and everything that you might be touching. And then that way, when you're done, you can just toss it back in the bag once you're done with everything, and just toss the bag away. So that's the first thing. And then also, my mom, so obviously a face mask, because that's required. But she also has like face shields that I will put over. And she recommended a bandana to cover your hair, just because if you're on a plane, I don't know if you've flown during COVID, they used to be very strict about like every other seat, but they're not. They pack you in like sardines. And last time I flew, I was like shoulder to shoulder with this other girl, and like she was taking her mask off to eat and stuff like that, and it just kind of gave me some like worries about that. So I just recommend like covering up as much as you possibly can, like totally hair, eyes. My face shield comes with goggles, so I think that's great. And then also bring a change of clothes, like that's going to be easily accessible, and bring a garbage bag. So when you get off the plane, go straight to the nearest bathroom and take off your clothes and put on the new pair, and just put the clothes that you were wearing on the plane in like a garbage bag, tie them up, let them sit, or wash them right away, or like don't touch them for a couple days, let them quarantine, because whatever might be on them, whatever germs, you don't want to carry that with you.
I personally, I got the vaccine and I've had COVID, so I'm not worried for me, but I'm worried about like bringing it to my family. So I don't want to do that, obviously. So I'm just going to be taking every measure to be sure that everybody is safe and everybody is okay and healthy. So yeah, those are like my tips for traveling, and especially during COVID, a little extra protection. Always hand sanitizer. And that concludes this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe, like, and comment, or do whatever you want to do, and I will reply if you comment. So, thank you so much for watching, and have a great day. Bye.